And it was a real slow flight, and I couldn't sleep on the plane. And when I was 20 years old, it was my second flight, when I was 20. And I was working on a picture at Paramount, and I had to fly to Miami, but the only way to get there was to go to New York and then down to Miami. And I would have to fly all night, most of the day, and then do a show that night. And I wanted to sleep on the plane. And I'd never had a sleeping pill in my life. This is true. This is not believe it or stuff it. So I said to my doctor, I said, is there anything I can take to sleep on the flight? So he gave me 2 pills, 2 Secanols. He said, you take 1 sleeping pill. He said, you should go to sleep.
I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm done.
All together?
No, I didn't want to. I was afraid I was going to do it right in the middle of your...
you were going to cry.
Right in the middle of your story. Excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze. I didn't mean to interrupt your story. No. Excuse me, I really didn't.
That's perfectly all right.
So he gave you 2 Secanols.
So he said, take 1 Secanol. If that doesn't do it, maybe a half an hour later, take another one.
You're kidding.
So I take the Secanol. I'm like this. Everybody else is putting the lights out. Blankets, pillows. I take the other one. I'm like this. The stewardess goes by. I'm the only one with a light on. She said, you can't sleep. I said, no, I don't know what it is. She said, the best thing on a flight is bourbon. Now, I'd never had a drink of hard liquor. I was 20 years old.
With 2 Secanol in you?
Right. I never had a drink. I didn't know anything about sleeping pills. She brings me the little bottles of bourbon. I have 3, 4 of these little things, right? Now, this is true. Now, I'm not asleep at this point, but sounds are miles away, and I'm covered in sweat. And all of a sudden, about 5 in the morning, I go out. And I wake up, 6 in the morning. Sun is just beginning in the horizon. And I look down. I'm wearing white pants, and I've wet my pants. I mean, there's this giant, like a huge Japanese flag is here. There's a guy sleeping next to me. I am so embarrassed. I open up this little case I had with me, and I take out some talcum powder. And I turn on the blowers. I got his blower aimed over here. I have my feet on that little thing where the oxygen mask drops in. My feet are up like this. Now I'm putting talcum. I'm hoping the white talcum will match the pants. And I'm doing this. And you ever get the feeling that someone's looking at you? You know what I mean? And here's the guy next to me. Looking at me like that. I ended up going into the men's room, carrying a bag here, a bag behind me. Went to the men's room, and this is before they passed a law that you had to have 1 free toilet. And I had to change my clothes in the middle of the men's room at LaGuardia Airport.
Is that a true story?
This is a true story.
You didn't know that you should not...
No, and I didn't get into the show I was supposed to go to.
Yeah.
I got there late and didn't have a ticket. They wouldn't let me in, and I was in the show.
Believe it?
No, this is...
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.